Hey guys, and welcome back to Yeah the Girls, brought to you by Gatorade's new Fast Twitch energy drink, which I'm unsure how long we have to say new for because we've been enjoying these products for a while now, which has been amazing. But we will address the elephant in the room. We weren't here last week, girlies and boys. It was a long... It was a...
and boys.
Girlies and boys. I was going to go with girlies, and then I was like, there's probably men that listen to this as well. But we obviously had a massive week last week, and we were very fortunate as well to, you know, play Hawthorn on the Thursday night into the men's grand final, as you guys all know. And then we just had a really quick turnaround this week as well. So it's nice to be back in the mics and having a little chat about football, as we love to do. But first of all, girls, what hit your Twitch this week?
Oh, what hit my Twitch this week? Well, something that's been hitting my Twitch all week is, you guys know I'm a T-Swizzle fan, and her new album came out, Life of a Showgirl. So it's been playing it in the car like non-stop 24/7. My partner Tom, he hates it, so I love that even more, so I annoy him even more. So yeah, it's great. It's been a big Twitch of mine.
I love that. I actually haven't listened to a single song
yet,
but I will listen.
You'll get on it. I'll send you some.
Please do. Yeah, send me some
us your
recommendations.
favourite one.
I will.
Mine this week was went for dinner after the game for Belzy's birthday with a few of the girls. It was just really nice. Obviously, we did come off a loss, but it's always nice the quicker that we guys, us as a group get together and just enjoy each other's company again. It was so enjoyable. It was bucketing with rain, but it was just such good company.
Isn't it the best? My Twitch this week was I had one of my closest girlfriends, Jem, come down from Brizzy. I reckon I spoke to her on the Monday, and on the Wednesday she was down here having some time with me because she just needed a bit of family and friend time. So it's always lovely just catching up with your friends. I reckon that's honestly what hits my Twitch each week, just about. But girls, we've got a big episode today. We've got Katie Tipping coming on as a guest this episode. We'll have a bit of a recap of our MVQ ladder, a game recap against Carlton, a little quick touch on Hawthorn. It feels like a lifetime ago. And we'll look ahead as well to GWS, which will play on Saturday, which we're looking at on the ground. We've got our main training tonight. It's Wednesday. We're super excited to be back at GMHBA again. We're very lucky to be playing a few consistent games here. So we'll have a little touch on that. But girlies, how have you found the week? We just come off the back of Carlton. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about Hawthorn and how the week went with the grand final? Obviously not the result that we wanted for the boys. It's always devastating watching your team go so far into finals, make the grand final, and falling at the last peg is always not what you want. But how did you guys find that week?
Yeah, I guess last week was quite hectic. You can probably tell by my voice, actually. But last week, I guess we played, was it the Sunday we played Port Adelaide the week before, and then straight into a Thursday game, which was such a quick turnaround. So training was really quick that week. You didn't even really have time to think. And then straight from Thursday's game, unfortunately, we had the loss, but straight into then, we got around the boys for the grand final, and we all went up, which was a lovely day. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the win, but still an awesome experience to experience all that, because some clubs don't get that, unfortunately. And we've been so lucky. We've had it for a couple times now. So
yeah, I was going to touch on that, to be able to have been part of that experience twice. You know, we get to ride the wave of what then booms across Geelong in the town, and everyone, you know, you see the flags out the car windows and posters up. So it's a special time to be part of the club, and particularly I know Gunji would feel this, to go from being Geelong Cats supporters all of our life to then experiencing it, and now it's like it's our club as well, is super special, and something that I always pinch myself to be like, oh, I remember watching this as a supporter, and now I get to wish the boys good luck, having a conversation with them, and really feeling like you're almost a part of it, which is just unbelievable. And we're so proud of the boys in the season that they had. They were playing some unbelievable footy. I think that their philosophy of the way they approach the game and just their versatility is something that, you know, we've spoken about in the past of what we look up to. So we're just unbelievably proud of what they put out there.
Yeah,
Absolutely. As you said, girls, it's always lovely to be part of those days. And, you know, that's what you sort of play for, don't you? To hold that premiership cup at the end and to see like your club trying so hard to do that as well. It's always lovely to be a part of. And, you know, we wrap our arms around the boys and the club in general for always supporting us, but, you know, getting to be involved in all that sort of stuff as well. But anyways, let's get through to Carlton this week. We'll chat about, you know, how we went. You know, off the back of a couple of losses now, we aren't shying away from the fact that we really are on the back foot now. We're trying to get into finals, so we need to make sure that we're getting the wins on the board, especially these next couple of weeks is really important for us. You know, and we don't want to shy away from the fact we're playing really good football. And I feel like we can say this quite a bit over the couple of years of, you know, we're playing good footy and playing a good brand, but getting those 4 points at the end, you know, that's what solidifies it. So we're super excited to hopefully bring in a few more elements to our game across the next couple of weeks. But you know, it was a big arm wrestle against Carlton, and credit to them. They're probably one of the more informed teams in the comp right now, and they really played a great brand of football.
Yeah. I think, well, yes, agree. So in sync, I think we kind of spoke about it in our review this week. We spoke about a couple of times about how they moved the footy so quickly and so cleanly that it did feel quite live often for us and quite fast when really they just had great control and moved the footy so smoothly. And that first quarter was quite hard. There was a lot of pressure and, you know, they had quite a lot of inside 50s compared to us. So we were under the pump from the get-go, but our ability to wrestle that momentum back and be within 4 points at three-quarter time, I think was a real growth in our game compared to, say, the start of the season.
Yeah, totally. And I think what you've touched on, Becky, in terms of them being an informed side, I think it might have been Prez who said even just the likes of almost a young North Melbourne in the way that they're going about it. So credit to them to see that, and they've built probably over the last 3 seasons to get to that point. I think it was always going into it. There are a lot of similarities to our games when we're both playing our best footy. So it was going to be, as you've said, that arm wrestle of, well, who can do that for longer, who can maintain that control for longer and take it away from the opposition side. So we knew that coming into it, it was going to be a 4-quarter effort. And I think that, you know, as we've reflected on their ability to shift the ball, just had, you know, we're not naive, just had moments of opening us up. And so being able to focus on that and having teams look and think that that's the way to open us up. I think it's been really refreshing this week to look at that and go, cool, let's look at ourselves. Great. That's an area that can be an opportunity for us. And I think we're really good with our coaches at looking for the opportunities, and it maintains a real level-headedness week on week to then approach the next game in a really good mindset.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we've been trying to make those elements of control throughout our game. You can tell by the way that we're scoring, like it's without a doubt, like we're a fast, quick brand of football. And if we can get it out the back and get those scores on the board, you know, that's how we're getting majority of our goals. But you know, we play a great brand of football when we can control the footy and use our short kick game going. And, you know, even the likes of Spud coming into the midfield on the weekend, like she gave elements of that as well, like that control from a fast live play. So we're definitely putting our head down, bum up, and getting to work with those sort of things around the ground. But it was awesome to come up against another informed team in the comp, Carlton, and they're probably going to be challenging for top 4 by the end of the season. So to put ourselves in perspective to them was a great challenge. And, you know, it's great character building too as a team to, you know, come together after those sort of losses and keep chipping away at the things that we want to work towards. And stuff.
And I think like it can be quite frustrating getting so close and not getting the 4 points. But when you look back at it and you're looking at the brand of footy that you're playing and knowing that you are this close and it can happen at any point for you, I think that is something that we can keep in the back of our minds going forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely, girls. All right, we'll have a quick break, guys. Thanks to Gatorade's new Fast Twitch energy drink. We'll be back chatting with Katie Tipping. Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. Start fast with 0 sugar, over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes. Are you ready to hit the Twitch? Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast. Welcome back, guys. We are joined with Katie Tipping. Welcome, doll. How does the voice sound in the crispy microphone?
Sounds weird.
Have you been on a podcast before, doll?
No, I've done radio for the Cats for one of the boys' games, and then that was it. That was the first time. So it's definitely a weird experience to hear yourself.
The debut on the podcast. Let's talk a little bit about the debut on the weekend, Dal. How did you feel coming into the game? I know you had so much emotion as well, getting told that you were playing, and we've seen your development across, the past 5 months really, Dal. You've put your head down, bum up, and you've had some adversity on the way, but to get that opportunity to pull on the hoops, it must have been pretty special.
Yeah, it was unreal. I feel like it was just like, well, Dan kept being like, not if but when, so it was just each week I was kind of waiting, and to even like get the opportunity to even play this year was huge because it was sort of up in the air with the injury and everything. The season could have been called very short, so yeah, just even to have the opportunity to be selected each week I think has been great, and yeah, to get the opportunity to play on the weekend was unreal. I just couldn't believe it, and just all the hard work of like getting through rehab and even just like changing sports altogether, it just kind of all hit me at once, and I just bit of a crybaby.
You're very in tune with the emotions, Dal. And who was the first person you told that you're playing, and how was that sort of lead up to the game, and then obviously running out into the Banner home crowd as well for the first time?
First person I told was Jaden, but
can we tell the story, because it's just great.
I haven't heard this.
Neither.
Well, the first person I told was Jaden, but I wasn't the first person to tell Jaden.
Oh my God. Who spilled the beans?
So Jaden obviously works at
Jaden
P3.
is Katie's Tipping's boyfriend, by the way.
Yeah.
Partner.
So he works at P3, and that's where we're doing our recovery at the moment. I wasn't the first one to get there, unfortunately. AMAC did try to do a really good job of like trying to find the radar, being like, "Oh, has Katie messaged you?" And Jane was like, "Yeah, she had a good training." She's like, "Oh, is she coming in?" And Jay's like, "I assume so, yeah." She was like, "Oh, okay, good. I'll go to the sauna now." And so she walks through, like thinking she's done a really good job of not like letting it slip. And then Jackie bursts through the door.
Oh my God.
It's Jackie.
I should have picked that it was her.
And she bursts through the door being like, "Have you heard the great news?" And Jay then messaged me being like, "When are you coming in?"
This is the most JP
That
thing
is
ever.
Jackie coded if I've ever heard
And
it.
then didn't AMAC like pop out of the sauna because she heard it down the corridor and was like, "Girls, I just kept it on the down low."
Oh my
So
gosh.
hard. But can't be mad at Jackie though, because she did a good job of getting Dan to do like a big announcement for me. So
that was really
I'll let it
sweet.
slide this time.
Yeah, fair enough. And how did it feel being out on the field? We spoke to Piper when she debuted, and I said it's pretty tricky being a ruck playing your first game, because you've got all this nervous energy not only for your first game, but you're doing the first bounce.
Yeah.
Like you're having the first touch. So how did it all feel?
Leading up to the game, I weirdly wasn't too nervous. I think I was only nervous on game day, and it came out through like me like hardly being able to eat, which was like really odd. But like before that, like I just wasn't really too nervous. Like I just felt good and felt comfortable, and feel like I worked really hard to get where I am now. So it was just like anything I had to give, like I worked hard for it. So that sort of nervousness didn't really come about. I just knew that I wanted to win that first set of bounds.
I love
That
it.
was like the one thing I was just like, I just need to win this first one, and then everything else will be a flow and effect.
Yeah.
And so I was really happy that I did.
I love that.
And I really I knew she was going to jump as well, and I'm not jumping this year. So I was like, she's going to jump on me. I hadn't had anyone jump on me since my injury as well.
Wow.
So I was like, she's going to jump on me. She's going to jump on me. So just kind of getting over that sort of fact, and then it was fine, really.
I love that.
Awesome. Now, it was your first AFLW game, and you haven't really played that much footy at all before then. Now, you played volleyball for Australia, obviously growing up and for quite a few years. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that background of the volleyball and how you got into footy as well?
Yeah, so I started playing volleyball in high school. I grew up playing soccer, and I thought I was going to be a Matilda. Would have been the tallest Matilda.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Goalie.
I know, I was goalie, so I was like, I'm going to make it big, and then got introduced to volleyball in high school, and I think because of my height, just got lots of like good opportunities through state, and then got into like junior Oz, and eventually got accepted to train in Canberra full time after I turned 18. So I made that move 2 months after I turned 18, and eventually then went to college, then played pro. So it was pretty like a linear sort of process in terms of like development and like making teams, which was really great. Obviously, like there's always adversity through those phases of life and going through that. But it wasn't until I got injured in 2023 and there just wasn't a ton of support, especially like in Australia where volleyball isn't as big. Like perhaps if I happened earlier in the season in Sweden, there would have been more support in terms of like rehabbing it. But I was pretty much like left to my own devices. So, and I had a stress fracture in my foot. So I was just like in Melbourne, foot in a boot for 4 months, not doing anything, not working, just really trying to like rehab and get it right. And then
that can be such a scary spot, Hayden, when you just don't have that support or not really sure what to do either.
Yeah, it was like, didn't know if I was going to play volleyball again. Like there was just really, and it wasn't healing as well. So just didn't really know what the outcome of that was going to be. And then luckily got accepted into the rehab program at the AIS. They were like godsends to Jay and I. And then just completely looked after us, physio, medical, psych, gym. It was like a full-time program. And they just looked after Jay as well to be my training partner, so I didn't have to be in that process alone, especially coming from a team sport. Like rehab can already be isolating, and when you're not surrounded by your team or anyone else, like it was great to have him involved as well to keep pushing me along, keep me accountable. And then during that process of rehab, I was on the sort of outs of rehab, which was great. And then I was working casually at Adidas on the weekend. And I just happened to serve a customer who worked at Hawthorn Footy Club for the men's side. And
he was crazy,
like, I know, it was absolutely wild. So glad I didn't ditch the shift that day. It's like actually worked it, which was good. And he was like, "You're tall. What sport do you play?" And gave him the whole rundown. And he has a family friend who plays AFLW, and she was a cross-coder as well. So he was able to give like really good insight of like how her process was. And I wanted to jump on the opportunity straight away. And Jay was like, "Let's just breathe a bit and sleep on it, and like let's just give it 2 weeks. And if she's still keen about it, then let's move on with it." And it's basically what I just like was dreaming about it. Basically, like it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So cool.
Wow.
And then hit him up. He got me into some trials at Hawthorn, which I was very grateful for, and which then eventually led to a trial at Port Adelaide as well. And then like I think my name got sort of like run around like I don't know, chain a little bit. And my agent now, Kif, your agent as well.
My agent too.
Yeah, exactly. Great agent.
That's how I knew you were coming before anyone.
He did like such a good job of getting my name out there and getting me to trial at more clubs, which then got me more exposure and even helped me develop better as well, because I was training with girls and I understood of like what the level was meant to be.
Yeah.
So I was able to like, when I came back home from the trial, I was able to like adjust my training to try and like pick up as much as I can in the shortest amount of time. And then, just kind of went from there. It was a bit of a wild ride last year.
That's unbelievable. And like even from the minute you came into our four walls, I think you have a natural, it's like we'd known you for so long. Even before the official knowing that you were going to come to our club, it was kind of like this, well, what do you mean? You kind of feel like you were anyway. Which is so beautiful, because that's just your character, I think, that comes out and it just complements
and
what
energy.
it is.
Hey,
sort of to be a Geelong person.
Yep.
It was just beautiful. So I think we are so lucky that you ended up sticking around and staying with us, because it felt like you were meant to be here.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I came and trialed, and especially for that week, it was the flukiest thing I've ever done, by the way, the trial. Yeah. Like I remembered like kicking with Brucey, and it was about like 35, 40 out, and I haven't really kicked that many goals before in my like really ever. I couldn't miss one. I could not.
Fate.
I full had tickets on myself. I was like, oh my God, this is absolute brilliant. Way to turn it on.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's good. That's a good sign. You know, don't feel stressed around here. And then I went to Brekkie with you girls as well.
Yeah. We did too.
That was really nice.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. And that was just like the easiest conversation ever.
Yeah.
Like you didn't feel like you had to be anyone else or try, or it was just, incredibly easy to talk to all you girls. And even now, like obviously coming to the club, like there is zero difference in how you guys were talking to me. Like you weren't trying to sell the club in any other way. You were just being yourself. So I really appreciated that sort of factor.
That's so lovely to hear.
That's
God,
so
we're
nice.
good down at the Cateran, aren't we?
Seriously. Now, Tip, you spoke about, if I sort of go back to when you were talking before around, you know, getting into volleyball, and then you did, you know, moved, what would you say, 2 months after being 18 and went into a new environment. You even went overseas, even to the likes of coming down and, you know, doing goal kicking and all of this is kind of looks like it needs to adopt this growth mindset in order to be able to adapt to different environments and particularly come into a brand new sport. Talk us through, is that something that was always there? Do you think being part of professional environments assisted that? Because it's something that naturally we see you want to learn, you take everything on board, you're really ready to throw yourself in the deep end. We've seen it with your kicking because it's unbelievable the way that that's improved, but this growth mindset, has that always been a part of you?
No, I was a horrible athlete when I was a teenager.
Really?
I thought I was the bee's knees. Seriously, it's like, it's really changed. I feel like definitely took a lot of things for granted, I think, and it's like volleyball, I think, can tend to have a bit of like a big fish, small pond sort of syndrome. And then as soon as I stepped out of volleyball in Australia, that's when my eyes really started to be like, oh my God, this is huge. This is way bigger than me. Like as an individual, this is like really, really tough. So then I think getting that sort of slapped in the face of being like, you're bottom of the ladder, like you're down here right now. So you've got a really long way to climb. I think that was like a huge like eye opener for me. And then, it just kind of trickled on from that. And then, I went to college, didn't have a great time there. So then decided to come home and was like, had to reassess my options because I definitely had the mindset of like, I was going to be there for 4 years, and that then changed. So I was like, okay, what can I do next? And then pro was the next option, and pro is very much, it's similar to here. It's like do or die type vibe. Like you're the professional on the team. You're meant to be at a certain standard, and you're not meant to drop that standard. And you'll know about it if you do. So that was definitely like you really had to be on your game the whole time, and you just don't want that to be taken away from you.
Did you get support then in terms of like, you know, you talk about whether it's sports psychs or even just mentors, in terms of then going, oh, this is a smack in the face. How do I actually go about this? Did you have people around you, or was it a more self-learning, self-discovery to find that?
Jaden definitely helped me heaps in that process after college of just reassessing of where I like needed to be. I think I definitely thought I was a high performance athlete before college, and then I realized like I definitely wasn't. So I had to change a lot of things in my environment to make sure that I was like going in the right direction. And I think involving myself with people who were just better than me in every aspect. So just like better athletes, whether it's from volleyball or other sports, just being around them more and seeing how they operate and learning from them. Like Vanessa Lowe, she's, I don't know how many golds she's won for Paralympics. But she's just like an incredible athlete, and what she does, like she has everything down to a T. And you can just see why she's so successful, and it just makes you want to be successful as well. And then makes you like question things if you're not doing the right thing. It's like, well, I don't think Vanessa would do this type vibe. You know what I mean? So it's just like, so it's just like surrounding myself with people who wanted to be the best in their regards. And
Can I ask, Katie, were you quite tall growing up as a junior as well, and that made you quite dominant? And did you feel like that kind of coincided with your mindset back when you were younger of like, I've got this? I'm like, was it naturally because you were just like pretty good, like against everyone really, and with your height and your abilities, or?
I think I coasted with my height.
Yeah.
Like I think it was definitely like I got a lot of opportunities because of my height. Which very grateful for.
I'd love it.
Not saying it's a bad thing at all, but I definitely don't think I worked as hard because things kind of got handed to me in a sense, just because there is a lack of tall girls, especially in volleyball. So I think I just didn't realize that when I was a kid. So, and then as soon as you, I don't know, get surrounded by everyone's your height, you're like, my height's not going to get me anywhere anymore.
I feel like you got to give yourself some credit too, Tipper, around taking risks and dipping your toes in things that you're unsure about. Like, I feel like that's something you obviously learn and stuff, but that's just not given to you either, Dal. So the ability to come to a foreign sport that you've never played before and come to a club and talk to people and do all the things that you've been doing. So pat on the back for that, because it's inspirational to a lot of our players as well, and I'm sure coaches as well. Speaking on the influence around the footy club at the moment, who do you think has sort of helped your development here and has you've leaned on, or the influence that's enabled you to get out and play your first game as well? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I know. I think Darbs would probably be a big one. Just her character, just like her being her. It's just so easy to just feel so welcomed by her, particularly because she was playing ruck last year, so she just knows everything. You know what I mean? Like, she just gives me advice, but it's hard to just pick one person. Like Pipe as well. Like, we have a great relationship, even though we're the same position. We're fighting for that number one spot now, especially because like we're both fit and ready to go. I think we just have this great relationship where it's a healthy competitiveness between us, where it's like we both need each other to be playing at our best, to be our best ourselves. So it's like, I don't want her to drop just so then I get to be in the team. Like, I want her to be pushing me as much as I want to be pushing her. But then like the whole team is great. Like, I just feel like I could go to anyone and be like, tell me what I need to fix. And like, everyone would be upfront and honest and give me the best criticism in the best way type vibe. Like, I wouldn't be able to point anyone out being like, oh, I wouldn't want to go to them. You know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't, I just wouldn't be able to pick someone to be like that in our team.
And what about from a, say, coach or staff perspective? Is there someone that's really helped you develop?
I think obviously like Dan and everyone, but like Hutch has been incredible to work with. Like, I annoy him every single day, basically, whether it's like in the gym or asking him to come out and kick with me. Like, he really got me to where I am right now. And he puts in so many more hours than what he gets paid for. It's amazing. Like, it's crazy.
Passion's very clear, isn't it? Like, very passionate.
And he's just wants us to get better, and it's just the best. He's the best.
I love that.
Now, we know that you've got some amazing strengths and you've called upon these people to help you with those, but what do you think your biggest assets as a footballer are?
I think I have a bit of a God complex sometimes where I think I will, like, if I'm in the ruck, I'm like, I'm just going to win this. Like, I'm going to win every single one. If I know I'm not going to. I love
this.
Like, I know deep down, there is
just this
no
belief.
way I could win every single, like, hit out. But I just think I'm better for some reason.
Is
like,
that
it was
like
the same in volleyball as well. Like,
yeah.
if I was comparing myself to the other, like I used to play opposite. If I was comparing to the other opposite, I was like, I'm just better than her. Like, it's going to be okay.
So you've got this amazing mental
strength
that's just like, I'm ready to go, and no matter who it is I step up against.
Do you picture that? Like, is that a bit of mental imagery for you? Or
Yeah, I think, definitely picture it. And then in volleyball, I used to watch right before I used to play, like in the change rooms, I'd get YouTube up and watch the best players in the world.
Yeah.
And
Do you do that for footy?
I haven't done that yet, but
we'll have to find some like
I know. I mean,
players.
Becky Webster highlights.
Maybe similar positions.
Maybe like a ruck tip.
I love it.
And then I would imagine myself doing that exact same like action or whatever it was, and being like, I just can do that. There's no reason why I can't do that.
I love hearing that. It's something that is so foreign to me to have that kind of mindset, and it's so interesting to hear how individual athletes tick what gets them in a game ready state, that when they cross the white line, like whatever that looks like, it's so intriguing to hear what different people's cues are or tactics are to get ready, because that's just it's just such a foreign thing to me, but it's incredible. I just think that is such a superpower, Tipper.
Yeah, I definitely also just like watch a lot of footage of people as well. So I think that helps.
Visual learner.
Yeah, like with Carlton, like I don't know how many hours I watched of the Carlton ruck.
Wow,
But
that's
I was just
awesome.
like, in volleyball, like you do so much of it. It's just like ingrained in you to always watch footage. And so I just kind of do this. Like, I think I'm just going to be doing the same thing here, where it's like I know her better than she knows herself.
Yeah.
I love this.
Which is
Well,
just
Tipper,
so
thank
good.
you for all your insights. You've been amazing. We thought we'd finish off with a little bit of fun, a little bit of trivia. Our producer, Jessie, is going to run it for us today so we can all be involved and have a bit of fun with it. But yeah, let's have a little.
Apparently it's
Trivia
footy and
fun.
volleyball. So there's
God.
so much.
7 questions, a few volleyball, a few footy. We'll just go through buzzers
7
if we want to.
questions, some footy, some volleyball.
And let's do our buzzers.
Oh yeah, what are our buzzers today,
Mine
girlies?
is Gunji.
Mickey.
G.
I'll do Dan's favorite now.
Oh, yeah.
Tip rap.
Oh, nice. I love it.
So good.
All
Oh,
right.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 questions, and I have a tiebreaker if we need one.
And you got to what? Sorry.
Tiebreaker if we need one. Yeah,
Okay. So you read it out and then we buzz in.
yeah you buzz
I
in.
feel like I'm on the
I
chase.
feel more nervous in the game
Must
right now.
Buzz.
Question 1. Who kicked the first goal of the 2025 season?
Buzz. I mean, Mickey.
You did this every other. When we
I
did which
know,
cat is that? It was
I
always Buzz.
I'm going to say it was Lingy.
Incorrect.
Gunji.
Or I thought I heard Gunj first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I clarify, is this for the whole
W,
comp?
for W. For Geelong.
no,
W.
our team.
For
Oh, for
Geelong
our
W.
team?
Yeah.
Because I just had someone else. Jackie Parry.
Incorrect. Just you two.
Okay, that was mine. I'm going to say Bowie.
Bowie's incorrect. G, it's up to
I'm
you.
actually trying to remember.
I know.
I know too.
Do you? Do you want to give a clue?
I know who it is.
Nina?
Incorrect. It was Julia Crockett Grill.
Oh, sorry, Croc.
She wouldn't have
Wait,
even
who did
been
we play
forward on
round
that.
one again?
North.
North.
Yeah, she
It was
would have
one.
done-
It was from like the
two.
right
Yeah.
pocket or something.
So we're all
Sorry,
on
Croc.
0.
We're on 0.
She kicked 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was sick.
I nearly
Yeah.
went Hern last minute change.
Oh my God. Okay, we're all on 0.
Question 2.
Okay.
Who was pick number 18 in the 2024?
Could Oh, yep. Draft. Sienna Telleridi.
That's correct.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, nice.
I love me drafts.
Question 3. In volleyball, what is the maximum number of touches a team is allowed for the...
Oh, Becky next.
3.
He's correct.
Hey, gee.
I actually played volleyball all
Yeah, I
through
know.
school.
Damn. I don't know.
Can I guess what the things are called? Is it like
Yeah.
a?
Unless that's a question, no?
Oh no. Is it like oh God, I don't know the names of them, but like you push up, and then you can do like a setup and then a spike.
Nice.
So close.
Oh,
yes, set, spike.
Yeah, you can like pass it or dig it and then set
Oh, dig-
it.
yeah,
and
dig
then
it.
hit it.
Big Dog.
ding dong.
G and
Next
Gunj on 1.
Okay.
Question 4. Who's currently leading Geelong with the most tackles in the 2020?
Prez.
Prez is incorrect.
Oh, come on.
Who is G?
I think G.
Bowie.
Bowie's incorrect.
Wow.
Tip
Did you
rap.
know our teammates at all?
Nina's correct.
Hey, go Nina! Wow, I thought Bowie as well.
Bowie's on 52. Nina's on 53.
Wow. It's a tight race.
Okay, in volleyball. How many players are on the court? Gunj.
Oh, I'm taking a wild guess because I don't know anything. 7.
7's incorrect.
Damn.
Yeah, let's go.
It's 6.
6 is
There's
correct.
a 7th to come on.
Guess what they
9.
call 0.5 of a point there, please.
Leah's in rat. She's on 2. Taking the lead.
Are you on 2? Oh my god. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. I know. Question 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 6. If you scored 8 goals, 11 points, and your opponent scored 6 goals, 23 points,
Oh, Jesse.
who has won and by how many?
What did you say? 8 goals?
8 goals,
Becky.
11?
Yeah, the second one, the 6, 23.
Incorrect.
Beck Gunji, the first one.
It's a draw. G. It's a draw. Win by default.
Oh, Wow. You little trickster, Jessie.
You just had a crack, didn't you? You didn't actually do the maths? Or did you do the maths?
No, I just did a crack.
Yeah. I had my finger ready doing maths and I was waiting. And then
Both on 59. Okay.
So what have we got? So
Okay.
is this the decider?
G's on 2, Tip's on 2, Gundy's on 1, Becky's on 0. With 2 to
Come
go.
on, Becky.
2 to go, so you can still tie.
So you could send us to a tiebreaker.
What number debutant for Geelong was Kaylin Tipping?
Becky. I'm going to say she is 51.
Incorrect.
Well, can I answer this?
Yeah, of course.
Go. 68.
68.
Wow.
gonna
Cool.
say the 60.
Cements the win almost. G, you can
we
tie
could.
still.
Okay.
Yeah. A fun fact also in my research, Becky Webster is listed as a 21st Geelong cat. And you also wear 21.
Because I wear 21.
That's cool.
There you go. Anyway.
Okay.
Last question. In centimetres, what is the height listed for Caitlin Tipping's spike? Some
Well,
research.
this is a setup.
Wait, is this from like
This could be the closest
from
to,
her
yeah.
feet to her head?
This is per women.volleybox.net.
So what does
It's
that
going to
mean?
be
what do you-
lower. It's going to be lower when I can touch.
What does it mean, Tipper?
So
Like
it's
from-
going to be,
like-
is it block touch or is it?
It was just the listed, sorry.
But does it measure from her like feet?
Well,
Off the ground?
This is basically like Wikipedia for volleyball. So I don't actually know what it's listed as.
192 centimeters.
Wrong.
No, because you are like 190 already.
I'll give you hints. My standing reach is 250.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
291 centimeters.
I'll say 209 will do closest to 290.
One.
I'm going to say, you can jump off the ground. I'm going to say 304.
I'm gonna go. I'll go in the middle. 297.
For the record, the last time I measured it was 310. But I don't know if that's what's listed. That was last year.
Listed was 305.
Oh, Becky!
I got
Yay. We're equal losers.
Good, Becky on 1, G on 2, and Tipper, you
Tipper.
win
Tipper.
on 3.
Well
Congrats.
done,
Tipper. We actually give the win to the guests every week.
Well, thanks again, Tipper, for joining us. It's always lovely having an insight to our debutantes and the new girls around the team, and you've been no exception but a Geelong person here, and we've loved having
thank
you
you.
around the four walls. So
I
thanks for
appreciate
joining
it.
us on the
Thank
potty.
you.
Thanks,
girl.
Thanks, Del.
Fast Twitch Energy Drink is from the makers of Gatorade, developed with over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes to help you physically start fast and focus the mind to get your workout ready. Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast. All right, guys, we're back. How good was Tipper? Oh my goodness.
she's the
I
best.
just love tapping into different people's brains and experiences and their backgrounds. So hopefully the listeners enjoyed it. As you said,
Yeah.
Becky, they love hearing about our new players and getting a bit of an insight into them. So absolutely loved having her on. We're now rolling into our YTG MVQ segment, in which who wants to? Well, Gun, do you want to be
I'll
able
kick
to
us
do
off.
the
I've got to
numbers
calculate.
though?
Yes.
So does that mean easiest
I'll
for you to
start.
go? Oh, you start.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
All right, so I'm going to kick us off with my one vote this week. I'm giving my one vote to Nina, more so in particular for her smother on the far wing out there. I think it was on Fitzpatrick, who is so fast and such a quick Irish player. So it was crucial from Nina to put that smother in and stop her run. So
I love those smothers too. It was sort of one where like she got her boot on it and it travelled about 3 or 4 meters and then she like hit the hands and then it ricocheted off. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do a quick special mention before my 3, 2, 1 to Spud. I thought she was great on the weekend. I sort of touched on her before about that control element, but she got a new role this week in the midfield and I thought she handled herself really well, and just a shout out to you, Spuddy.
Yeah.
But my one vote this week goes to Meg Mack, back in the team. Meggie, I thought she played a great game for us, and there was there was an important moment for her just at the top of G mid where she won a contested football, got the hands out, followed up, got it back and kicked it out. So I just thought, for her to come back in the team and be influential the way that she was, she deserved my 1 point this week.
Yeah. Love that. I was actually bouncing. I've literally got scribbles of being like, is that an honourable mention? Do I halve the points? So you probably saw me scribbling away, but I'm going to go the honourable mention for you, Becky Webb.
Thanks,
you know how much that I adore you. The goal-saving 1v1 win that you had is just a standout team lifting moment, the work rate that you put in, and then we're absolutely gassed at the end, understandably. So sorry you didn't get a point, but the honourable mention, because my one was that the double effort that you spoke about, or nearly triple effort there from Maggie. So that's my 1 vote.
Awesome. I'm going to roll into my 2 votes this week is to Killer. She came back off a week off through the concussion protocols, but I wanted to really shout out her efforts here now on this closer wing. I just thought they were amazing. She put in so many spoils and then ground balls, and then even her chase down as well, which you could probably see the footage on our Cats Women's page actually, but she runs down our one of the Carlton players from, I don't know how far the sprint was. Was it like
it would have been
150 almost.
Yeah. And not only that, it was the little
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, so speedy. And she's come from nowhere and picked up the ground ball and
one-handed.
One-handed. It was an awesome effort, and so you definitely get my 2 votes this week, Killer.
Straight off the back of that, Dull, absolutely the same. Killer's my 2 votes for that rundown as well. She was amazing.
And I've gone 2 for Spud for, what you've spoken about, Becky. And there's one particular smother. I think it was a launch, maybe from the ground, or she went to ground, or whatever it was. She launched herself and put her body in the line, had a massive smother. And the other moment that we saw, which you touched on, Becky, around her control in that live play, I think came to ground, kind of maybe bobbled out, or she just got a handball and was getting pressed under pressure. And she hit up a short to Kenny at the top of the 50, rather than blazing away forward. Yep. So she just had some really pivotal moments. So she gets my 2.
Awesome. All right. And let's wrap up into our 3 votes. My 3 votes this week, and I actually voted for her in our players vote as well, is our very own Becky Webb. I was kind of on field and saw it all happen in front of me, but then also watching the game back, just watching how much effort you put into every single contest and every single one-on-one, and you did this most crucial goal-saving one where you've legged it and then also won the ball against your player right on, sort of near the goal line as well, and then managed to exit it perfectly. So I just thought your efforts this week were unbelievable. So 3 votes,
thanks,
Becky
Jill.
girl.
My 3 votes this week goes to AMAC. I thought her work inside was exceptional, especially that third quarter got our momentum, I really think, because of her and her ability to sort of shape it out and win it at the contest. They were getting some really clean clearances at one point, and for her to sort of wrestle that back and really drive that in the third quarter was a standout and really got us in the game.
Love that, Webby. And my 3 was Killer for the mentions that you guys spoke about before. Yeah, she's just a little jet, that girl.
Isn't she?
So good.
All right.
Give me 30 seconds, not even. Play some elevator music.
All right. How did you go, Dal?
I've done my calculations. Hopefully I've done them right. Okay, I'm going to kick us off with our Queen of the Week this week. Now, on a solid 7 points this week is Killer.
Woo!
So, huge game.
Made a big jump then if she got 7 just today.
She's made a massive jump.
Wow.
Yep. All right, I'm going to go to our current leaderboard. We have had quite a shift in the leaderboard this week, which has been awesome. So I'm going to start us off with 4th place. At the moment is Prezi Girl, so she's held on to 4th quite nicely.
Well done,
in
Prezi.
3rd place, we've actually got 3 equals here.
Ooh.
So we have Croc still on 9. Poor girl has missed a couple games, but I reckon she'll be up there again soon. Nina also on 9. And Spud has jumped up to 9 votes as well.
Wait, hasn't
Buddy.
Becky jumped to 9 as well?
I'm going to put Becky in as well. I forgot to
to
review those votes. Okay, sorry about that, Becky.
Poor Becky's about to get left out.
We have 4 equals on 3rd, so it's going to make a competitive end to our comp.
Wow.
Now, in second place, there are two equals here. We've got our JP on 10 votes, but jumping up this week was also AMAC with 10 votes.
Wow. Go AIM.
And on to our current leaders. I say leaders because there is two at the moment. Now, Bowie has held on with her 14 votes this week, but our killer girl has jumped up to first place as well on 14. So a really good mix of votes this week, which is
it's super competitive these last few home and away games. So I can't wait to see where that shapes up in the next couple of weeks. But thank you, Gunj, and well done, Killer, and well done, Bowie, for holding out as well. We'll have a quick break, guys, and then we'll come back and chat a little bit about GWS this week.
Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. Start fast with zero sugar, over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes. Are you ready to hit the Twitch? Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks to Gatorade's new Fast Twitch energy drink. We're back at home as well this week, girls. As we know, Giants, GWS, here Saturday at 3:05 p.m. We love a 3:05 p.m. game. I feel like we've played a few of them, haven't we?
We do. It's nice to have it on a Saturday.
It is.
Yes, we've had a few of those Sunday 3:05 p.m. time slots.
Do you know what though? The 3:05 p.m. gives you time to wind down. You're not as wide, and you actually get to bed on a normal time.
Yeah,
girl, I couldn't agree more. And it also gives you good timings around fueling.
Agreed.
In my opinion,
I like it.
So it's good, and we're super excited to play the Giants. I feel like we haven't played them in quite a while. We didn't play them last year.
We haven't, but I'm not entirely sure of our
the last
win-loss
time
ratio.
Yeah,
I think have we got a win against them yet?
I can't remember.
Well, we played them in my first ever season and we lost.
Yeah.
Can't remember if we've played them after that.
It's been a while anyways, but we're keen to play them. I'm actually not really sure how they're going at the moment. They've had their ups and downs similar to us as well. We'll do a bit of a preview to them tonight and then following into our captain's run on Friday as well. So we've had a good week on the track, girls. I have to say, it's been good to get the hands dirty. We had some touch yesterday into main training. Tonight will be really good to just sort of get that flowing for this weekend. But as I said earlier, we're not shying away from the fact that we need to win this game and really set ourselves up for the rest of the season. And it is a winnable game for us. Like, if we can play our brand of football, which I feel like cliche to say, but we're going to implement some things that we've been working on and really hone in on some ball movement stuff as well.
Yeah, and I think as you said, this week's it needs to be a need to win game, but also I feel like we've gone in with that mindset every week, and so as the season is quite short, every game is a need to win. So I don't think it changes our mindset too much, but we've just gone, I think, to work even more on what we can improve on as a team.
Absolutely, and to go into it in such a united space, I think is always the most positive part in all of that. Is Becky and I think we chatted, it might have been yesterday or post the game, of feeling like no matter what, we have been so connected this year and remained really on the same page, or if we're not, the conversations that we've had, that we spoke about having, these sorts of conversations and dialogue in our pre-season, and it's flowed all the way through. And I think those areas of growth and the consistency in that space has been so positive and so pleasing.
Yep,
absolutely.
And we're also going to be running out in our Pride jumpers this
week
for Pride round. So that'll be pretty exciting, and they're always a really cool design, and I'm loving this year's again as well. So that'll be awesome to put that Guernsey on and run out in Pride round.
Absolutely. And I do have to shout out the fact, the men have finished their home and away, their season completely, and to have the crowd that turned out last week, we want to thank our fans for the support they always show us. And, a Saturday game at 3:05, it's another family-friendly time to get down if you're not doing anything, or even if you're a Gen Z like us and you want to go to the pub after for a feed or a drink, this is a perfect time slot to get down and watch some footy and support us girls into hopefully a win on the weekend.
What else are you doing on your Saturday?
I don't know if you girls have had it, but even when the crowd has been coming down, when we go and engage on the boundary afterwards, just honestly, the kind words of those supporters that are getting around us, I just need to emphasize how much that means to us. They genuinely love coming and watching us play and want to see us do really well. So when we say how grateful we are and we're able to thank you there in person at the time, it really means so much to us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And if any of the listeners are listening, you want to make a poster on the weekend, we'd love to give you guys a shout out. You know, we as you said, G, we walk past, have really good conversations, and the mention of the podcast gets thrown around quite a bit. So we really do appreciate the support each week in and out, no matter if we win or lose. So thank you guys, and we'll be back anyways next week for a good episode of Yeah the Girls. So thank you.
Thank you.